Hey guys, we're here to do it all over again. Yeah, so last time was so exciting, we had to do it again.
Yes.
So I've been thinking about something which I would like us to discuss today about values. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So today I want us to talk about values.
Yes.
And when I say values, I mean the things that cause you to behave how you behave and the way you carry yourself. Yeah? So I will set the path. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah. So one of the values I found myself thinking about is encouragement, joy, peace, love. Because I realized as a person, as cocky,
Yeah.
I am intentional to encourage. I'm intentional to extend grace. I'm intentional to be patient with people. So that becomes a characteristic that I would want people to talk about when they think about what is the thing or the behavior around who cocky is.
But just before we go there, I want to throw the spanner to the works.
Okay. Maurice.
And ask the question. So what is the opposite of values? Because he has said something very interesting, that the values, how are you able to identify a values in a person? Because a person can say that he's kind, but he doesn't live up to that value, or he doesn't emulate whatever he's talking about. Somebody else can say that I have empathy, but he doesn't have, in actual sense, he doesn't live to that value, empathy. So then what is then the opposite of values? Just before we share our values.
I know you're complicating our life. I want to say bad behavior.
Yes.
Lack of the Holy Spirit. Because when you're saying values, I'm thinking of joy, love, peace, patience, kindness. Those are all the things. Those are the fruits of the Holy Spirit, right? So I'm thinking if I'm a Christian and I don't have patience or I don't have love, I'm still in the works. So I'm thinking if my perspective, I'm still in the process. God is still working in me. I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking. Or it's a character flaw.
I wanted to ask the same thing. Is value and character the same?
I believe it
Okay, can you
is.
define for us value?
Yes.
I believe
You
it
had
is.
defined value.
Because value is how you behave, how you carry yourself, how you act. Yeah. Interestingly, many people think about values even like from a corporate point of view.
Yeah.
You know, like there are banks, you know, who are reliable and some that are not. There are airlines, you know, which are reliable, some are not. So I usually feel like as a person, your value is your character. So if you say that you will be hardworking, you know, there's someone who you can meet and you just say, I enjoy working with him because he's very committed. He'll come through, like I don't have to follow up. I feel like that's a value because that's a character that he's emulating. But then the opposite of that is laziness. You see, like now, so what do you call laziness? It's bad behavior. Someone who you give a responsibility, na unajipata ukifanya wewe mwenyewe. Because you're just like, I know if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done.
There's something interesting that she has said. Values, concerning values, and she has said that for her, values means the fruit of the Holy Spirit or something like that. So can we then say us that are born again or us that are Christians, our values comes from the place of being guided by the Holy Spirit? Because when you think about it, also even in the corporate, people who don't know the Lord, people who are atheists, some of them are atheists, but when you look at them, they're the most when it comes to things like integrity. When it comes to things like honesty, it comes to things like discipline. They are very disciplined. So how then can we, us that are born again, us that believe in God, that come to the knowledge of Christ, then how can we then be able to define values? I think I would agree with her. It comes from that place of the fruit of the Holy Spirit. I think that should be very essential in you being able to define your values, because then it brings that distinction.
It does. But as you're speaking, something is running through my mind.
Yes.
As human beings, have we also trained ourselves to put values according to our environment? Let me tell you an example that came to my mind.
Yes.
In the workplace, I could be very diligent and very hardworking.
Yes.
In my house, I'm a slob.
Yeah.
Yeah. I deliver my reports on time.
Yes.
I follow up with my clients. You get what I mean? Like everything to do with my workspace.
Yes.
They say, she's a fantastic worker.
Yes.
But the minute there's a theory about ladies and their cars, our ladies' cars are very dirty. The minute you come into my car, into my home, you're seeing a mismatch.
Yes.
Because that also happens.
Yes.
Because for me, when you talk about values, I choose to believe that it's the core of who I am.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in the workplace,
Yes.
whether I'm with my family,
Yes.
whether I'm with my friends.
Yes.
Hakuna hiyo two-sided, like I don't have different sides of me.
Yes.
Because the people who you find in the workplace are like, she's so good, she's so professional.
Yeah.
But their family are like, she's a beast.
Yeah.
She comes here and she
Yeah.
talks badly and she insults the house help and she, so for me that says there's
Yes.
that opposite word which you're yet to give us. Yeah. There's a character flaw somewhere.
Okay. So values, we can outrightly then say value, it is something that is inside. It is like an inherent
It has
that
to
is
be.
inherent.
I feel like in an ideal scenario.
Let me niruhusu kidogo ni
Yes.
kate kidogo.
Yes.
So like okay, vile umeeleza, do you mean like it's something that huwezi switch on and switch off, or it's something that you can switch on in this environment?
In the ideal,
switch off,
I feel like you should not switch on and off.
I agree.
But socialization, we have trained ourselves to switch on and switch off.
Because what I think is, kama ni kitu iko ndani yako, I feel like at some point too itajitokeza, like it's not something that you can hide it hivi. Sindio?
Yeah.
Like siwezi sema ati mimi ni impatient alafu niwe consistent with it if it's not my values ama. Because I feel values ni kitu yenye nikiambo ni describe koki, hizo vitu zenye nitasema, I feel like hizo ndo sa values zako hivi. Because vile unaishi life yako umechoose, hivi ndio nitakuwa naonyesha maybe with the I think that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if
and I feel like when you at work you're pretending you cannot meet your goals and your target at work, or you cannot be neat at work, then when it comes to your house or your car you're something else. It means it's an imbalance of who you are. You haven't known exactly who you are. I don't know if that
I tend to think it's not like you're pretending. It's more of you have faces to it. Like there's a face you put for work, there's a face you put for your friends, there's a face you put for your family, there's a face you put for church. So there's so many faces, and I think that's part of why as in Christianity we're told, you should just allow God to work in you so that you can just become this total thing. Because I think for us sometimes we think like we can give God some portions of us and then we don't give him other portions. This is work, I do things the way I want to do it. And then church, I'll let God deal with that. And then relationships, I'll deal with them the other way. And then these ones, so it becomes like you're living one or two or more lives. It's more like of a double life. Like this way I have to do like this. And then this I have to. That's why you find someone will be neat at work or diligent or punctual at work because they know I have to be at work. There'll be consequences. I'll be sent a memo, an email, I'll lose my job. So they have to be like that. But in these other things, they're like, whatever. Say lazima. And then it's like, but you see, we're told in everything you do it as if you're doing it for God. Right. So I think it's just a human character, and there's also society, I guess. And the consequences, we're like, ukikosa kufanya tu, it's fine, we'll understand. But other areas, you're like, I have to do because people will take me a certain way, so I have to configure to this.
So is it that character? Is it possible to say that person has no values then? Because as you're speaking, I'm like, that can become your normal. And it's possible for someone to live their life without value.
Yeah.
So my values conform to the place of work you put me in,
the environment,
or the space you put me in.
I think in ile sense ya imekewa platform hivi like imepewa vile mnasema an environment yenye inaweza jimanifest hivi. Unaona, so uko job inaweza kuwa hard working, excellence, hizi vitu zote, but nikiwa home I'm like it's necessary. Like hakuna hiyo sense like I want to prove ama to I don't know if you're getting me.
It's the same. It's like saying if your value is integrity, you choose to have integrity in some places and in other places you choose not to have integrity, which it's a mismatch.
It shouldn't.
So if if your value is integrity, you have to stand by integrity throughout in all situations and in all places. So
And sometimes no matter what the cost.
Yes.
Because many times something like integrity, I actually say it's the cost that you're having to pay. Because we have to admit, anyone who's been stopped by a policeman, you are very tempted to tell your integrity, I'll see you later, or I'll be back.
God forgive me for now.
Exactly. But it means that I'm lacking integrity in that situation because I'm telling myself that miatano will remove me out of trouble. When ideally I should go to court. You get what I mean? So that's the thin line for integrity, where some things are okay to do, some things are not.
But it shouldn't be that.
Yes.
Agreed. It shouldn't be.
Because values need to like
throughout.
day by day. Day by day.
Something.
I'm an honest person. I won't choose to lie sometimes.
Truthful man.
You're always honest.
You're a truthful man. Yes. Maurice, what are your values?
My values. I'll talk of authenticity.
Okay.
Ndio mnataka unichekea.
Umejaribu hapo.
Niko shojo.
Kochojo.
I'll talk of authenticity. Hello. Yes, that one.
Haungerudia, Maurice. Haungerudia.
But you know that one.
Yeah, tushike hiyo kwanza. Yes.